So welcome to our team turnaround call. And I was just saying before I pressed record, so I'll repeat it again, that for our team turnaround calls, for 30 to 45 minutes, because I don't know how long some of the recognition is going to go. We just did recognition and before I recorded. And so we're going to get into the training today, and it's going to be a little one. And I'm going to tell you why, because I actually touched on this on Fun Food and Facts last night. And so if you weren't on, I actually recorded it, and then I posted the video so you guys can watch it. I'm pretty sure I posted it in Team Spirit this morning, so that you guys can go ahead and watch that. And it's basically about incremental sales, because sometimes people don't have parties up all the time, but they want to make some extra money, or they want to get the sales in because they want to earn the awards, because there's awards all the time to earn. Sometimes we don't think about the money we're earning. We're just thinking, ooh, I really want to earn that. That bag is super cute, or I have to have that. And to be honest, that happens to me a lot. I'm like, oh goodness, I just really want to earn that. And then the side effect is I make extra money as well, which we all could use some extra money. I don't care who you are, we all need extra money. And I love that. So last night I talked about how to make homemade Lunchables. And you know what? Let me grab it real quick out of my refrigerator so you can just see it. Because I didn't think I was going to talk about it, but I am. So in the sale flyer that's going on right now, so as you can see, this sale flyer ends on May 12th. However, there is an insert that I already actually cut off of these because I am in the process of mailing these out for May. But there's this, gosh, do I have one that has the thing on it? I guess I don't. But there's a little tear-off flyer, and on the tear-off flyer, there's some things that end this Friday. And one of them is a set of two. One's like a green, and this is a pink, and they're buy a set of two for $18, get a set of two free. They're like the bento box, so bento boxes. And so I made homemade Lunchables last night. So if you take the Tupper Mini and you use it as a cookie cutter, then with the cheese and the meat, they make perfect circles that fit on your crackers, just like Lunchables, right? And right here will fit a juice box, but I didn't have one, so just put a half a cookie. You can put something else here if you want. I just put some gummy worms because, you know, who doesn't love some gummy worms, right? So I just kind of made a little Lunchable. And so these are really cute and great to sell. So last night on the Fun Food and Facts, I was talking about how if you sold, gosh, math, I believe it was 20 sets. So let's do the math real quick because I forget what I said. So 20 sets times 18, it must have been 30. Yeah, so if you sell 30 sets, you're gonna have over a $500 party. And so when you have a $500 party, that's $135 in your pocket, plus you get the free hostess credits and half price items, right? And it's easier sometimes to take one product and sell it like crazy and then let them order other things if they want. And so you're promoting one product as opposed to, hey, look at the whole big catalog and decide for an order. And the one thing that I learned from this girl, her name's Crystal. I didn't think about it for a second, but she came to Jubilee, one of our big events, and she was just ridiculously successful. And I'm like, what are you doing? You know, and a lot of things she was doing were all the things that we were doing. But the one thing that she said was different was she said once a week or once a month, she has like her deal of the week or her deal of the month. And she sets a goal for herself of how many she's going to sell of that specific item. And it's usually of a lower dollar amount. So most people are like, sure, only 20 bucks or 12 bucks or whatever, I'll buy it. And then she can get more people. Or you can say, there's no limit. These are $10 a piece. How many do you want? You know, because they're great gifts. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Mouse, go. My cat. Whenever the camera comes on, she feels like she has to be in it. And she flicks her tail at me. That's her sign of love. So when you see her flicking, it's not a sign of, hey, it's love. So anyway, I talked about Fun Food and Facts. I do highly suggest you go back through and watch it about how to sell these this week. But something else this week that's going on, I don't know if you guys saw or not, is our Chip and Dip Bowl. This thing is $45 in the catalog, and everybody loves the chip and dip bowl. It's on sale for $19 for this week only. So I'm going to do a little demonstration to show you the chip and dip bowl. First of all, it has a lid, not a seal, a lid. The reason why this is like a lid and not a seal because it's not airtight, liquid tight, okay? But when you flip it over, it's a serving dish. Ooh. So you can put like your cheese and crackers, you put your cookies, you can put your fruit, right? So you have this sitting on your countertop. Can you imagine like some strawberries here, ooh, or some celery here, and maybe some cookies here? I can imagine those things, right? And then you have the actual bowl. And this bowl is good for chips, yes, of course. It's great punch bowl. I can tell you back when I had my kitchen in my home in Ohio, I think I had like 6 of these. Probably 6, I don't remember exactly, but it was because if I had any kind of party, I had a punch bowl in one, I had a salad in the other, which was great because people could have just a big salad. We put our chips in there, of course. If you want to have like a wine and cheese party, you put ice in here, and you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bottles of wine on ice, especially get the white wine, and then you have your cheese and crackers in here, your wine and cheese party, which is great. If you're having a kids party, it's like a really great cooler. So you put ice in here, put their juice boxes and pops in there. And then if you want, you can put like their different Cheetos, you know, and different pretzels and chips if you want there. If the guys are having a Sunday night watching football or whatever they're watching, and you don't want to be there, if you slip this in front of them, you put one filled with chips, and the other one filled with beer on ice, and they don't even know you're gone. You just go get a manicure or a pedicure, go shopping, because then you can bring the bags in, and they don't see the bags come in because they're so preoccupied because you have more than one, right? Then you have the little dip bowls. So the dip bowls can go in the sides like this. They come with seals. These dip bowls are microwavable without the seals. So if you have your chips in here and you have your salsa and like the white cheese, I love it. It's a queso, I think it's called queso cheese. I love queso cheese. It's so good. Well, I used to love it, I should say, but it's so good. And you can put like your guac and your salsa, or if you're having a salad, you can put 2 different dressings, or if you have picky eaters and you don't want to make like 18 salads, you know, you're like, okay, fine. Some of you don't like bacon, some of you don't like tomatoes. So one goes bacon, one goes tomatoes, and you can add in what you want. Or you can set it here with some dip. So they have like your chip or your cheese and dip there. I mean, isn't that nice? Now they can go on the inside or the outside. I'm going to tell you this because it's absolutely true that the only way it's going to go on the outside is if you sing the song. Or hum it, but usually singing. See, it won't go on if you don't. Can you see that? It won't go on, but you have to wiggle it just a little bit. I'm telling you, I know that sounds funny, but it's true. It really does work. So it can go on the outside of the bowl or the inside of the bowl, which is super nice. So then your party's over with and you have your dip left. So you put the seal on and you put it into the refrigerator. You put the seal on the other, or you can have 2 of the same dip. So if you look like you're running out, you can just switch it out real quick. You put your seal on here. It's easier to do it on the thing instead of, there you go. And then you can put it into your refrigerator. Empty that out, put the top on, and then you have this on your counter, and you have this, and you got not now dishes, right? Everything's all together, and you don't have dishes to do that night, which is my favorite. Not now dishes in any kind is my favorite. So this bowl is so practical for so many uses. You need to have it. It's $19. Now with our discount, ooh, let me look that up, because do we get a discount on this? We get 25% off. So let's see, 19 minus 475. So these are $14.25. So what I like to do when things are this inexpensive is buy extras. So for me, I'll probably buy about 10 of them because these are the kind of things that people really, really want. They want so bad, and I can bribe them. I had one lady, I had no idea these were going on sale because these were like a 1-week sale. I met her like a week and a half ago at a party, and she was like, oh my gosh, I'll do a party if I can get one of those from you for free. And I was like, okay, knowing I had one in my stock, but now I definitely have one in my stock. Sonia, you raised your hand. You have a question? You want to unmute? There you go. What's that?
So I saw in the samples, is it samples? No, on the fun flyer, the one that you had to tear the front sheet out of,
Yeah.
that you can also get 5 for some cheaper amount. Do we get a discount on that too?
5 what?
Of those bowls you're looking at right there.
Oh, well, yeah, it's like 6 of them for $114. Take 25% off that.
Yes, win-win. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. It's true. Like, this is what I love to buy. So I'll tell you about, it was in February at some time. I don't remember the exact week, so I'm sorry, I don't remember that. But we had a sale where you can get the pink serving center set for like 15 bucks. Maybe it was like 12 or 15 bucks. That was before our discounts. And those serving centers are like $45 in the catalog. And I bought tons of them. And then I took one of my parties with me. And even though it was a really expensive item, I paid like 11, maybe 10 bucks for it a piece. And I'd say anybody who does a party on one of my days I have open, and I highlighted what my days that I wanted to fill open. If you do a party on any of these open days, then you can take one of these home. And there's this one girl, before I said that, she's like, I can't do a party in April. I'm way, way, way too busy. I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking, I really want her to do one. But then I told her about the serving center. And she's like, give me your calendar, because I had one with everything highlighted. She not only dated, but then she recruited and had over $1,000 party. And she's literally got her May almost booked. And she had no idea this is something that she even wanted to do. So that $10, $11 investment that I made, you know, like I look at that like it's worth the money, you know, and people are so impressed by, oh my gosh, this is such an expensive bowl and I really want it. You can take it home with you. All you have to do is host a party. And don't say host a party. You want to do it like when you want to do it. Because if you say just host a party, and I've done this before, trust me, they'll go, oh, great. Well, let's do one in July or August or September. They'll say, oh, when's the new catalog coming out? I'm like, in a week. Yeah, but then there's another new one, right? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, that's just weird. No, you're going to do one when I want you to do one, or you're not getting my bowl, you know? And actually somebody recently told me somebody heard this, and this wasn't me. It was one of my friends who's in Tupperware. It was like calling and dating parties. And one of the ladies told her, I can't because I'm having another party in October. What does that have to do with May? Like May, October is like 5 or 6 months away, right? And so that's the point of it is if you don't give them like an option of the days, then they'll pick it for you, right? So you want to make sure you give them your options of what you want. And I try to get them as close as I want. Like I don't just say in May. I look at my calendar, I'll say the first 3 weeks in May or the first 2 weeks in May, because I want that filled up. Because if you're dating in the first week or the first 2 weeks in May, then you're going to date more parties in the next 3rd and 4th week, because everybody's going to want that free stuff, right? And the 3rd and 4th week gets you into June. You see how that kind of works, right? So it kind of gets you going. Just some little tips for you. So anyways, this bowl is $19. It's insane. It's a great deal. And these are 18 and you get 4 of them. So buy 2, get 2 free for 18. And these little bad boys are these are one of my top sellers at my vendor shows. People love them. So I sell them. I used to sell them for $5 a piece. You know, because I think I got them a long time ago cheaper than that. So I'll probably sell them for more obviously now, because 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, maybe I'll still sell them for $5 a piece. I don't know. It depends on how I sell them. I guess you have to do the math in your head. And sometimes it takes me a minute to do math in my head. Oh, but not the other one. But anyways, these sell really, really great at shows. So I will be buying extras of these. Do I say that you have to buy a whole lot and have a lot of inventory? No, I've always said you don't have to. But if you want to invest in things, then these are the things I'll tell you what to invest in. These are really, like I said, really great sellers. But this is a really nice big gift that people are so, wow. Now, have I ever given a gift away and they said they'd have a party and then they cancel on me? Mm-hmm. And then they reschedule sometimes and sometimes not. But here's the thing. Do I ask for the bowl back? No. And you know why? Because every time they look or at it or use that bowl, they're remembered that they stole it from me. They didn't do their party. And most people, because I believe that most people in the world are good, actually really will at one point say, I just can't take it. Let me just do the party so that I can, you know, keep my bowl, or let me give the bowl back. And it actually is a prime example of, I've done this once. I actually told this lady I would come and do a party of hers. I didn't say I'd come do it. I was very specific on my word choices, but I won the gift at the show, and I canceled because I couldn't make it. And it was at another direct sales, and she like gave me the 3rd degree. I mean, seriously, like she reamed me out because I took her gift and didn't have the party. And all I kept thinking was, I don't want this anymore. Like every time I looked at it, I was angry because it's not why I got the gift. You know, that's why she said I got it, but that's not why I got it. And it was like legit, I couldn't do it that day. And instead of just saying, let's reschedule or being really easygoing with it, she was nasty and rude. And I'll tell you, I never bought anything from her company again. Actually, as far as I heard, I think your company went under. And I had that bad taste in my mouth, right? And so you think about, and I'm telling you this because this happened to even people in Tupperware. If they don't keep the date, it's okay to say, well, you know, we did take the gift, right? So, and I want you to keep it because it's super fantastic. So let's just pick another date that will work best for you and for me, you know, in a decent period of time, you know, and like, because some things actually happen. We don't know what's going on in people's lives. You know, what if there's a death in the family? Or what if, you know, their husband lost their job and they had to get a second job? Or what if their kids are going through something right now, right? We don't know what they're going through. So I'm very easygoing. I totally understand if someone says, I get that. Let's just reschedule so that you know, can feel good about it. And if they don't and they're not nice about it, just still be nice and hang up and know that they have to live with the guilt of every time they use this chip and dipple that they stole. That's what I call it. You stole. And don't feel bad. And I'm saying that because, like I said, I've seen this happen a lot, and I don't want people to think, well, I spent $11. I'm like, you spent $11 on it, and you bought 10 of them, and you gave out 8, and 2 people canceled. And out of the 8 parties, you actually had 8 parties, and you made how much money? You made your money back, right? So that's the point. Those are little Tupper tips for you. So anyway, that is the Tupper tip I have for you, is really think about what you're going to purchase for yourself. What are great gifts? This is probably, I remember once I went to a wedding shower and it was in green when we had it. And I wrapped it all up real cute. And I gave it to the girl and she was beside herself, the bride. She loved it so much. She was actually in 4-H and she thought it looked like a clover. It kind of does look, it actually kind of looks like a Girl Scout cookie, doesn't it? Oh, that's cute. You got some Girl Scouts. That's a good idea. So anyway, I gave it to her and she was beside herself, excited. She loved it. It's a it's a $50 gift pretty much, right? That you're getting for somebody. So do you have weddings coming up? Do you have birthdays coming up? Think about Christmas already. I know Christmas seems like far away, but dude, it's going to come up really fast. And if you have 6 people that you were going to spend $50 on, why not spend 19 on them right now and save it and then give it to them? Because you're going to save so much money. So that's how I would like market it to people, because then people will buy it and then you can buy it and then you'll be able to get your own. So I'm just thinking of how can you this week get your sales in, make some extra money. Whoa, my phone's blowing up today. So how can you get your sales in, make some extra money, and host your own party? Because if you have a $500 party, you're getting free and half price things. I mean, who doesn't want $75 of free Tupperware and 2 half price things and thank you gift to add to your kit, especially you 2 girls that are on right now because you're brand new. You're probably like, I want it all, right? So think about that. All right, so I'm going to do a drawing, and my drawing, I'll tell you, today I actually had my desk clean, and I had so much happen today that it's not clean anymore. It's not clean anymore. So I'm going to do a drawing for a gift, and I have a gift bin right there. So I'm going to grab a gift out of there, and then I'm going to do a giveaway. This is my gift bin. I actually buy things all the time and throw them in here for things that I think that you guys would like. Oh, I got it. I bought these for you guys. Okay, so I bought these books. This is like, I don't know if you guys like books. I hope you do. I like books. This book is by Mary Christensen, and I got the pleasure of seeing her in person. She's Australian, and she's huge, like big bestseller, huge, huge, huge. And so I got to attend one of her classes. and she's so good. And every book I've read of hers, I'm like, I can't even get through the first chapter because I'm usually stopped and highlighting and trying to figure out how I can just do the first chapter before I get to the second one. So anyway, I know Sonia and I have talked about this, and Desi, I know we sort of have talked a little bit about this, but I know that wanting to grow your team is a big thing, right, in recruiting and Tupperware. So she wrote a book called Be a Recruiting Superstar. It's about direct sales. So it's really, it goes to our business, you know, so we can relate to it. And I have this book, and like I said, if you saw mine, it's all messed up with like Post-its and highlighting, and so I don't like to give my book out. But I bought a bunch of these books offline because I wanted to be able to give you guys things, right? Like I thought, man, they're gonna love these books. It's gonna be so good. So anyway, I'm gonna give one of these books away to one of you guys, and it's gonna be a 50-50 shot. So, all right. So Desi, your name is on top, and then Sonia is number 2. So Desi's 1 and Sonia's 2. So I'm going to put in my random thing here. That way I am not cheating. Not that I would, but I don't want you guys to think I am. So it says right here 1 and 2, and so I'm going to generate. 1, 1. Desi 1. Desi 1. Yay, Desi. But you know what? Since you guys both got on, and it's our first team turnaround, I'm so excited. I'm going to send you both 1. Isn't that nice? Because I will, because I like it. Like you both. I actually have extras. Like I said, I bought so many of these. I came home from a conference, and I was reading this book again, and I'm like, girls have to have this book, but they need to earn the book. I can't just give them the book. And then I kept forgetting to talk about the book. And so I'm like, no, you know, yay, I'm glad. Yay, you're excited, Desi. I can see Sonia is too. And I'm so excited to give you guys this book. Now, how bad am I at mailing things? So bad. However, I actually went to the post office today, and I have a bag ready and full to go tomorrow morning to the post office again. So I will put these in the postmark tomorrow, so you guys will get them. Sonia, you'll get it way before Desi because you live in California and everything takes forever to get over on the East Coast, so I'm sorry about that. But I'll put these in the mail so you guys can get them and read them and then share things with us that you have read or that you like. So I really hope this helps a lot. All right, and for all those who are watching this recording and you're like, oh man, I didn't get a book. Well, you should have got on. And that doesn't mean I'm gonna, you know, give out something to everyone every time. You just never know how generous I will be that day. I actually will tell you, I had a really, really rough day today. So I need to be generous so I can feel better because it was a really rough day. And nothing like serious. It was just one of those days that like nothing went right. And then even just driving to the post office, I almost got hit twice. And I'm like, what's wrong with you people? Why can't you drive? And the one lady went to the post office after almost hitting me and gave me a nasty look. And I was like, listen here, chica. And I couldn't say that because I was in my Tupperware mobile. So I just smiled like, hee. But she almost hit me. It wasn't my fault. But anyway, we just have those days sometimes. And it's actually comical. And I'm very glad to be on with you guys today because it made me feel better. It makes, oh, look at my cat's drinking right there. Anyway, to get into the camera. All right, so let me finish recording real quick.